This is Heavy Conversation with Bruce and Jody, a podcast where we talk about being a big guy in today's world.
I'm Bruce.
And I'm Jody. Here we go.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Hey, Jody.
Hey, Bruce.
How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
I am good. So we're still recording from our respective homes.
Yes.
This is going to be, going against everything that podcasting tells you to do. I am actually recording in my garage with the garage door open
No.
right now. Yes. So part of having to, accommodate working from home is not being the only person who lives in your home and who needs to use it.
Yeah.
Yes. So my wife and kids just went for a walk. We have a very old garage door opener system. You can't open it from the outside. There's a whole bunch of stuff. It's crazy, steps and all this other stuff. So leaving the garage door open is the best way for them to get in and out at this point.
Okay.
We happen to be recording, so I got to make it work. So
That'll
you
be
may hear
great.
kids, you may hear vehicles, random animals could run in or out of the garage.
It'll be
We'll
a fun
see.
episode. It'll be fun.
It could be, yes, it could be anarchy. So
I'm excited.
yeah, me too.
So today I kind of wanted to talk about because I've been playing a lot more games just in general since we've been kind of locked up at home.
Yes.
Whether it's video games, puzzles, board games, card games, whatever kind of games. So I just kind of wanted to chat about those, some new games that I got, all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
See what you guys have been up to over there.
Yeah. Gaming is always a big part of how we spend our time. So, whether it's video gaming, mobile gaming, board games, making up our own. My kids have been really down with like creating their own games for a long time. They've been kind of doing that thing. So, it's gone to the next level now that they're home all the time, and now that school has been canceled for the year.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yes.
Fun.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So it was my birthday on whatever day, on the 6th.
Yes.
So that was interesting, trying to like celebrate my birthday, whatever. So I'm going to have a redo. But for my birthday, Bjorn got me a new game, Animal Crossing. I don't know if you've heard of this.
I have.
Seems like everyone's playing it. I don't know. So it's kind of you're like a character on this deserted island, and you have to go around searching for, well, you're supposed to like collect insects and fish and bugs and stuff. You have to discover things.
Mm-hmm.
You get points, or you trade them in for like coins or something. It was kind of fun. I'm still kind of figuring it out. I'm only a couple days into it, so it's like real time. Every day is a day. If you play at night, it's like nighttime in your deserted island.
Wow.
So,
nice.
but I'm gonna have to look up some of the like go online and see if there's like things I'm not doing or supposed to be doing, because I'm very slow at these like have to discover things or learn things kind of game.
Sure.
I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I'm just wandering around, bumping into trees and talking to other characters.
Yeah.
And then you can visit other, like, your friends. So I have to figure that out. You can fly to your friends' islands and like trade things with them or sell them things.
Okay, so you're able to play with other people and stay busy.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet. I'm not sure exactly how all that works. I've never done any of the like online via the Switch games or whatever, so I'm not sure how that works. But it's kind of it's a fun thing so far. Just kind of learning. You have to like dig up stuff or shake trees to get wood to make things for your island and all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of a fun little adventure.
Very nice. Very nice.
That's one of the new ones that I've been doing just for a couple days. So I'm still kind of figuring it out. I don't know all the secrets to that.
Well, good. Yeah, it sounds like everybody's been playing that. I keep seeing things on Twitter where people are talking about in-game things that I don't necessarily understand because I haven't played the game.
Yeah.
Something like I have 500 bushels of something, or
yeah. So if you're playing, send me your like friend code or whatever it is, and I'll barter things with you or something.
Do you have like a screen name or something that you need to share to be found?
I think there's like a code. I honestly have never done it, so I don't even know yet. So,
well, by the time this comes out, we'll figure that out.
I'm hoping I will have figured it out by then, but You can message me your whatever codes to whatever.
Okay,
I'm
nice.
saying whatever a lot because I don't know how to do it yet.
Right. Well, you'll have time, so you'll be able to
Yes,
learn it. So
yes.
good.
I'll have the weekend to figure out a couple more things.
Right, right. So,
What's your newest thing, Bruce?
oh man. So, being at home means that I've had more time to go through my back catalog of PS4 games because we download a lot of games. So we have a pretty substantial library. I had started playing Horizon Zero Dawn again recently, which is it's like a story. The story takes place in the future. It's like the end of the world has passed, and now humanity has started to kind of come back around again, and so it's very uh it's like it's kind of rebooted, so it's very tribal, and just like you're this character that's kind of she's exploring this world and sort of on a quest. It's an open world kind of thing. It's a lot of fun. It's been a fun game to play. The PlayStation Plus game this month that I was most interested in is oh man, I just totally blanked on it. You can see I'm very interested in the game. It is. I know people are yelling at their podcast uh, player right now with the name of the game. I'm gonna look here while I'm
I'm
looking at
not in the loop. I don't know.
while I'm looking it up. I'll tell you that my standby. I have two standby games, and part of this is probably because I have kids that want to play along with me all the time. So um, the first game that I have that we're playing a lot of is Minecraft. We're playing a
Okay.
ton
Yeah.
and a ton, like so much Minecraft, so many, and the good thing for the kids is that it's a lot of fun for them to jump into and kind of be creative. Or if we're playing survival, my oldest
Okay.
likes to play survival. Our 7-year-old does not. Uh, but it's just a lot of fun to play. It's really easy to play, especially when I'm hanging with the baby and I need to be following him around to make sure he doesn't eat everything that he finds on the ground, which
Yep. Yep.
they do. So I can play Minecraft and pause that, grab whatever he's trying to eat, go back to the game, that kind of thing. So it has been really cool, and I mean it is one of those games that's easy to get into, and if you really want to get deep into like there's an engineering component to it. So there are all these really in-depth things that you can do in creative mode that allow you to just do whatever you're thinking of. I've seen
Yeah.
everything from the engineering side of things. I just watched a video yesterday where someone created a calculator, like a real life calculator using tools in game where they were
Weird.
actually, yeah, it was insane. I'm like, how long did this take? It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. I've also seen people make like artwork out of worlds where they will have like a flat world, and they take blocks, and I mean it's meticulous. It's these things that take forever, and they
Okay.
make these in-depth crazy looking pieces of artwork that look like something that was drawn or illustrated in some way. But then when you get super close, it's all like
You can
Minecraft
see.
blocks. Now,
Weird.
I'm not doing any of that. I'm building like castles and crap like that. That's,
Okay.
those kind of things. I'm blowing things up, all of that.
Yeah.
The good stuff. Um, but it's a lot of fun. It's been a good way to kind of pass the time. The other game that's kind of my go-to is it's called Spelunky, and Spelunky is a type of game where it's they're kind of happy-looking, cartoonish sort of characters. Uh, when you play this, you get one run through. If you get as you get through different levels and different areas, you're working your way toward the end. But if you die, you start from the very beginning.
Oh, I don't
It's
know.
it, it's a roguelike. It's like this the specific type of game where you try and you try and you try and you die constantly. I think I want to say I've lost 3,000 times and I've won like 12.
Wow.
The numbers are insane. It's something like
And you
that.
just do the same, like, the
It's
same thing every time?
so it's randomly generated each time.
Okay, so you don't start at the exact same spot
Right,
and have to do it. Okay.
right. So you'll
I get
start.
really annoyed really quick with that.
Yeah, so you're kind of like a treasure hunter, and you're going through. You pick your different little characters, who whatever you want them to look like. They all do the same thing. Uh, they they go in. You go into the mines. You go through 4 levels of the mines. Then you go to the jungle, and so on and so forth. And
Okay,
you
okay.
get
And
to
what was
you.
that one called?
It's called
Spelunky?
Spelunky, and it is amazing. It is. I mean, I've been playing it since like I want to say 2012,
Oh, okay.
2013, and it's so much fun. They're about to come out with Spelunky 2. Allegedly, it's coming out sometime this year. It was supposed to come out last year, got pushed back. We'll see where it ends up, but it is a very beloved game, and I highly recommend it because it is a lot of fun to play. Now, the
Yeah.
game that I was talking about that I couldn't remember that I was very
Okay.
excited,
The one you were
allegedly
really
as
excited
well,
about? Yeah.
yes, is Uncharted 4. I don't know if you've
Okay.
played any of the Uncharted games, but I always
I
felt
don't
like
know.
Uncharted is I feel like those games were about the closest to films that you
Uncharted.
can get. They're like movies and video games. They're amazing and well worth it. I haven't played Uncharted 4, so the fact that it was on PlayStation Plus this month was very exciting to me. A couple months ago, they put out the Uncharted like pack, so it had the older games. So basically, we've got all of them now. I heard that they're making an Uncharted movie, and that Tom Holland, who played Peter Parker, Spider Man in the Marvel
Yeah,
movies,
yeah.
is playing the main character. I don't know if
Okay.
that's still the case, but yeah, it's supposed to be a really fun game.
So
So
is this just a shoot 'em up kinda game, it looks like?
yeah, it's kind of like
Yeah.
an adventure game. It's like think Indiana Jones. You know, it's
Okay.
that kind of feel.
I'm
You're
just
going
kinda
at
looking at some pictures from it, just trying to
yeah
see.
yeah you're going after treasure. So
Okay.
yeah, and it's a lot of
You
fun.
have to
Good
swing
story.
from things and
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. The story is always really good, and there's a lot of like dynamic action that just really stands out. So, uh, other than that, I mean, I've been going back through games that I started and didn't finish. So, there's a company called Telltale that makes these games where they're like choose your own adventure kind of games. They
Okay.
did The Wolf Among Us. They did a few different Walking Dead games where you go through and depending on what you choose the
Okay.
story changes. They did a couple Batman games, and so I got both of those, and I hadn't finished the second one, so I went through and finished that, and it was a lot of fun. I love that. The choose your own adventure thing was always near and dear to my heart. When I
Very
was
nice.
a kid, so being able to play it for an adult focused kind of game, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. We also just got Roller Coaster Tycoon. So I
Ooh,
was really into like Sim City, like the CD-ROM games back in the day. I would play that for hours and hours. They don't have that anywhere that I could find.
mm,
So Bjorn said that he was really into Roller Coaster Tycoon, which is really similar. So we just got that. So I'm going to be building roller or amusement parks, I guess, and figuring out, you have to like set prices on the rides and
nice,
put enough bathrooms in places. I don't know. It's just something to kind of take my mind off of what's going on and
right? That's
take
a
up some time.
that's the great thing about being able to play games is it is nice to be able to just turn off your mind like we talked about last week that you don't have to be productive as you're going through this.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need to step back and do something that's not going to be so mentally or emotionally taxing. So
Yeah, exactly. It's a nice kind of escape because I'm over like watching so many movies or TV shows. I'm just kind of like meh right now. I've been kind of watched a lot of them, so I'm like I need something else to
right,
take up some of my time. So some of these video games are kind of fun. So it's been a nice little distraction to have to, but get up, check in on my characters, do some stuff, water my garden, whatever, do that stuff on the game to
right,
kind of take my mind off of that I'm still at home again, but you
nice,
know,
yeah,
it's kind of a fun little thing. I'm excited to start the roller coaster tycoon one just to kind of I remember Sim City for hours I'd be in there doing that. So
perfect.
that's a fun one for me that I'm excited about. Oh,
It's
oh,
about
I
time.
see a little beer.
Yep, yep. So
Ooh,
yes,
Coors Light.
I know. I'm dipping into the classics, and yes, it's
Tell
you
us
know
more about this Coors Light that
this
you have.
Coors
There's
Light. Yes,
Coors.
Yeah, so it is beautiful. It's been beautiful here in Portland this week, as I'm sure you are aware. And it just felt like time to have a beer that you could really enjoy when you're out in the yard. Or I'm doing a bunch of landscaping. We have a giant thing of
The
chipped
mulch,
wood.
yeah.
Yes, I guess you could call it mulch. It's mulch. It's lots of different kinds of wood that are all torn up. We got it through Chip Drop, which basically drops it for free, and you can tip these different people who bring you like a truckload or sometimes a dump truckload of mulch, and we've been just kind of throwing mulch into different places strategically around our yard. So that's basically what we're doing.
Nice.
So this felt like the right beer for that kind of work or for
Yeah.
podcasting.
Coors Light.
Hmm.
What does it say? Introduced in 1978.
Really?
Ooh.
Hmm.
Coors Light has been a favorite in delivering the ultimate in cold refreshment for more than 25 years.
I will say that Coors Light is one of my favorites for these types of beers.
Okay.
I mean, I'm born and raised basically in and around St. Louis, so Budweiser products are definitely near and dear. But man, I love me a Coors Light. So,
All right. So I found one that I don't think I've had before. It's a
ooh,
PBR hard coffee.
interesting.
Yeah. So I couldn't I like everyone knows the beer selection at some of the stores is a little lacking now, but I got to get on my ordering soon here. So I was like PBR hard coffee, I need more caffeine and more beer, or I don't
Right.
know what this is, but eh. So we'll see how that is. It says it's PBR hard iced coffee with a dash of milk. This Java brew balance with rich, creamy blend with a whipped vanilla flavor.
Mm,
That sounds kind of good. I don't know.
mm. Yeah. What do you
You
think?
know, it tastes like one of those little Starbucks drinks.
That's
Oh,
nice
but there,
and
yeah, I
dangerous.
think there's a little, yeah.
Yeah. PBR, I believe, has been doing. Don't they have a few different? They introduced a few different types, like
They
variations
have
of
like a
PBR.
hard seltzer or something too, don't they? I don't remember
There,
if they do.
yeah, I feel like there are a couple other things. I don't remember what they are off the top of my head, but yeah, like maybe
It's
there's
actually
like
not
a
bad. I'm nervous about the milk part because I'm not supposed to be drinking milk, but
oh well,
I'll drink one
oh
and see.
who cares? Find out the hard
Whatever.
way. Yeah, right, right. Yeah. Well, good, good.
Yeah, it just tastes like one of those Starbucks things that comes in like the bottle, the iced
Mm.
coffee with milk or whatever.
Nice,
I was a little nervous, but it's pretty good.
good. Well,
We'll see how much. I need to figure out how much like caffeine or anything is in it. It doesn't really say much on. I it is on Untapped,
okay.
so can't. Oh,
Yep.
um,
Where we
it
have our
says
list.
5% ABV, but it doesn't say anything about the actual coffee.
Hmm.
Coffee flavored malt beverage.
Okay. Well,
Woo.
coffee and malt beverage. Interesting. Well, yeah, yeah, right, right. Well, that's going to be the interesting thing for the next few weeks is like what kinds of beers are we going to be able to find and bring in. Luckily, there are a lot of options. It's also just part of it is just getting out and being able to get to the places and dealing with all of that right
Yeah,
now. So,
yeah, yeah.
um, you
Well,
know,
like we've talked about before, I think there's a lot of the local breweries are delivering. I just need to like actually go, and I get distracted after we record and talk about it.
yeah,
So I need to actually go and figure out a couple of local ones that are delivering or can do pickup or whatever and go do
absolutely.
that.
So, other than video games, what are you playing? Board games or card games? Anything like that?
I haven't done any yet. I did recently occupy the dining room table with a puzzle.
Yes.
Um, it's well, actually, I know we all are. Not everyone can see the video,
Hmm.
but it's called. Well, it says Ravensburger Berg puzzle. It's all one color.
Ravensburger. Nice. All right.
I don't know if Ravensburg her. I
I
don't know
was really hoping that it would actually be a, burger.
a
But
burger.
yeah.
No, but it's all gold colored pieces.
Oh, oh, that's dastardly.
Yeah. I started it on the 6th.
Yep.
I've only gotten a few little pieces together in the middle. I've had to walk away a few times just to, my eyes start going a little buggy after looking at
I'm sure.
just all these, and I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, that puzzle was invented by someone who likes pain, inflicting
Yeah.
it, taking it. That's so. Good luck. 631 pieces. Is that what I see there?
631. It says it's the ultimate challenge for all puzzle fans. It's not a printed image that you puzzle by, but rather the shapes of the individual pieces.
Nice.
And no two are alike.
Oh man, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
so it's been interesting because there's like a swirl in the middle, and then there's like straight pieces, and then there's like a swirl on the outside again. So it's
Interesting.
it's driving me a little bonkers, but
Yeah.
it's a good little distraction. So I've been
Nice.
doing that for a few days off and on
Yeah.
as well.
Um,
But the one game I have been playing a little bit, I don't know if I mentioned it before. It's called it's a Jackbox Party Pack.
oh,
So it's like a bunch of games. One of the more famous one is You Don't Know Jack. It's like a trivia game that you play online. But I've been doing it with Zoom, so I can see a bunch of my friends and family, and then it's on either on your phone or on a laptop or computer. You can join in, and everyone plays different games together. There's all these different games that you can buy in a party pack,
nice.
so that's been really fun. I've been doing that a lot. So there's like this one called Fibbage, where you like make up a fib or a lie, and you get points if people pick your lie as the answer to a question or a
Okay.
riddle or whatever. And then if you find the actual truth, you get points, whatever. It's kind of fun.
Nice.
But there's all kinds of there's like 6 different party packs with different games, so
Okay.
it's been really fun.
Nice.
And it's kind of nice to like stream it on Zoom or whatever so you can have fun with your friends. And
You can play with everyone. Right.
yeah, you can play with everyone. Different amount of people can be in each game, but yeah, it's really fun. I would highly recommend.
Yeah, I have been playing. We've been playing Cards Against Humanity, the family version. They're
Mm-hmm.
coming out with actual cards that you can buy, but since we're going through the pandemic, the company decided to put them out so that you could actually print out your own game and play them. So we were able to introduce our kids to Cards Against Humanity, and they love it. Um,
But it's like a more family
it's
friendly one.
yeah, slightly. Yeah. It's good. It's good. It's been fun. I think I said last time, if you like the poop jokes, they've got them. It's
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's good stuff. So yeah, so they're really enjoying that. Uh, we also we have a lot of board games, and we just haven't really broken them out in a while. So Settlers, we're gonna probably dive into that again. We've got one called Pandemic, which seems appropriate. So
Or not,
we will
maybe.
probably, yeah, or not, depending on how you look at it, I guess. So we're going to try and break those out. It's tricky right now finding times to play games that Shauna and I would play on our own because you know the kids and the baby, they're always here, and it's not like we can
Yeah,
take them over to hang with family so that we can have some time to do anything on our own. So, uh,
yeah.
so it's kind of working around those things. So we may or may not get into some of those games, but Uno. We've got a lot of just random games that kind of get broken out and kind of go from there. My kids are really into video games of all different kinds, and uh, they're starting to show interest in game development. So we've been looking at uh, some of the online courses and apps for video game development to actually get into some
Oh,
of
cool.
that. Just taking kind of smaller steps into it. It's just kind of a fun way to for them to learn something without them feeling like we're trying to get them to
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
do their schoolwork. So
yeah. Well,
yeah,
that's awesome. I like that. I like that idea. Yeah, we've been struggling to find games that 2 people can play
yes,
because we've got games and card games, but it's like at least 3 or 4 people to make it fun. Otherwise, you're just kind of Uno's a little weird when there's only two people or
Right.
stuff like that. But I mean, you can do it, but it's just not quite as much fun. So we've been doing a little bit more of the gaming thing with the two-person multiplayer games or
Yeah.
stuff like that. So
I really want to I want to play Dungeons and Dragons, and I've talked about this a few times on earlier episodes. Uh,
yeah.
and there are some online options for that. There's something called Roll20 that's supposed to help you get into it online and kind of start playing from there. I've never played before. I don't really know the rules or any of that, so I need to do some reading. I need to have a better
Oh yeah, we talked
understanding.
about you
Yeah,
joining a coven or something or
yeah,
whatever they're
right,
called.
right. So I would say is the only other thing that I would really be kind of looking at. So it's yeah, that's basically it. As more games come up, we're trying to play them. We're trying to get out and enjoy the weather while we can. If it's going to be
Oh
nice,
yeah, I know.
might as
I'm
well.
gonna try and get outside today,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to think what other games. I'm trying to do some more puzzles or stuff like that, just to
Hmm.
kind of get away from screens a little bit. Try to have not so much screen time, but
Sure.
it's hard to find a lot of games that either one or two people can play. So
True.
I'm sure we'll be doing this roller coaster tycoon and seeing whose guests are more satisfied, or I don't know what the deal is, but
Right.
we'll do that, I guess, for a little while.
All right. So things this week. Do you have a thing
Woo!
that you'd like to share?
Um, mm, Not really.
Well, I can go
Kind of
with
been
mine then.
sharing all my things.
So, uh, if you're listening now and you tuned into our Instagram live after show for Heavy Conversation, I already talked about it there, but I'm bringing it back because I've been watching it a little more. Quibi.
Mm,
That is it is the app that has shows that are 10 minutes long or less, and
okay.
they're just bite sized. It's only on mobile, so tablet, phone. It's it's pretty interesting. They have a lot of different kinds of shows, that kind of run the spectrum. You've got news, you've got sneakers, you've got lifestyle, drama, all that kind of stuff. So there are a lot of things to choose from, and they're all just short. So I my first thoughts on it. I'm watching it because I'm writing about it for Chubster, and my first thoughts are, I like the idea of the bite-sized content like that. It's a little longer than like if you're watching something on Instagram or Facebook or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but it's not too bad. It's not as long as a show you're going to watch on HBO, right? So uh, I like it to an extent. There are some of the shows I feel like could benefit from having been a little longer. Like there was one that I watched and it kind of started and the first episode felt like more of a second episode. Like you would watch this after you kind of knew a lot more backstory and
Yeah. Okay.
so I think they're kind of figuring it out as they go along. I mean, there are a lot of very well known people in the shows and hosting these things and all the stuff on the app.
Yeah.
So, and they've got a lot of money behind it. So it's not going anywhere anytime soon. It's free for 60 days, I believe. Uh,
Okay.
so you can check it out on your own and see what you think. I do think that with especially some of the dramatic shows, I'm like, are they going to have like, if it's an 8-minute show, are they going to have like, I don't know, 300 episodes to get through
Yeah.
one storyline? You
How do
know?
you have a story arc in 8 minutes? It's like
Right.
woo, and done.
Right. So we'll see, but I also think that it's kind of a cool. I think having constraints like that is kind of a cool way to um, give yourself to give yourself constraints and require you to be more creative. So who knows? We
Yeah.
might see some really interesting stuff come out of it.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah,
I guess my thing is I've been going into the Bearskin office and shipping lots of orders.
nice.
I haven't been doing that in quite a while, so we released a new print not too long ago, the Tropical Boysenberry. It's been doing really well, so just been going in shipping orders, kind of figuring out some stuff for Bearskin, redoing some email things and figuring out some stuff in there just to keep business rolling. But you know, it's kind of fun to actually go in and get my hands back on the business again and ship orders and see what people are ordering. And yeah, it's been fun.
Nice.
It's been kind of fun doing that.
Well, cool. Well, it's it's good. I feel like I'm getting more used to having to be at home and all of us being here and making it work. It's
yeah.
I mean, is it optimal? No, but it's what we've got to do for now. And luckily we have games and ways to pass the time that we find to be fun.
So. Yeah. So make sure that you're subscribed to all of our social media. We have our 100th episode coming up, and we have some giveaways that we're going to be doing. So this is episode 99. So next week,
yep,
100 episodes. This has been crazy. So follow along at Heavy Convo on social media and subscribe to wherever you listen to your podcasts, because we got some big giveaways coming up. Don't want to miss it.
That is true. All right.
All right. Well, thanks, Bruce.
Thank you again, Jody. It was good.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks for listening to Heavy Conversation. Be sure to like and subscribe on iTunes or wherever you get your podcast.